Hi, everybody. Welcome into another edition of Gamecock Insider. I'm Derek Scott from the Athletics Mall here at the University of South Carolina. We begin this week's show with a trip to Albany, New York. The Gamecock women's basketball team, of course, playing in the East Regional, trying to make it into their third Elite Eight in the last 4 seasons. To do so, they would have to run through the Buffalo Bulls, a surprising team out of the Mid-American Conference. But the Gamecocks, of course, equal to the task. Let's take a look back at some highlights from the last win of the season for South Carolina women's basketball.
Trust me, this Buffalo team has the full attention of the defending national champions and Dawn Staley. They understand the task that's at hand this afternoon. That is a talented team that gets after you on the defensive end.
Here come the Gamecocks. Good find by Brissett to Jennings. Not an easy pass. They have a 9-point advantage at the halftime break. Trying to slip between the defenders. Saved by Dillard, recovered by the Gamecocks. Harris knocks in off the rim. Wilson draws the foul. It goes to the line. Ty Harris has to be great for this team to keep advancing, and she's had some great moments in this game. South Carolina looked like a defending champion when their backs were up against the wall. The Gamecocks are moving on to the Elite Eight. Dawn Staley, Asia Wilson, another opportunity to continue what's been a magical run.
What an accomplishment for South Carolina. We talked about what they lost from a season ago and the weight they had to bear being the defending national champions. Back in the Elite Eight, back with an opportunity to get to another Final Four.
We're excited to be moving on to the Elite Eight. We played an incredible Buffalo team that took a long time to get control of the game, and that was due to the way they played us. But I'm extremely proud of our players for staying resilient through not playing their best basketball, but they did enough to win and move on to the Elite Eight.
So South Carolina got the win, moved on to the Elite Eight, of course, where their season concluded with the loss to UConn. But another great season for the women. As we mentioned, third Elite Eight in 4 seasons, a 27-9 year, and of course another SEC tournament championship. When we come back with more of Gamecock Insider, we're switching gears to softball. It's a top 10 Gamecock team pulling off an amazing upset. You don't want to miss the highlights from the series against Tennessee, so stick with us.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Crescent Construction, the official roofer of the Gamecocks, and by Wild Wing Cafe. We've got just the thing to make you wild. Gamecock Insider is a production of Gamecock IMG Sports Marketing.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
It's the one and only Ford Truck Month, the place to find one-of-a-kind deals on Ford F-Series, including Motor Trend's Truck of the Year F-150. With best-in-class towing and torque, these bad boys make the rules and break them. That's why it's America's best-selling truck 41 years straight. But like ribs at a barbecue, these deals won't last long. Ford Truck Month. It's buy now time, partner.
Now during Ford Truck Month, get a 2018 F-150 with $11,000 total savings. Only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
This is it. This is the moment when legacies are made, and good becomes glorious. But legacies aren't just granted on game day. You can make them anytime. Will it be today or someday? The glory lies in your choice. This is the moment. What will your legacy be? You build legacies. We protect them.
Yes, Michelle.
Coach, you've never been afraid to say what's on your mind. So why is high blood pressure something we should be concerned about?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, Michelle. That's a problem in South Carolina. We rank 8th in the country in high blood pressure. That's not where we need to be. Trust me.
Is it really dangerous?
Look, if we don't get checked, you can have a heart attack, a stroke, or even go blind. So you tell me.
Welcome back to Gamecock Insider, everybody. The Gamecock women's softball team has already put together an amazing season. They are closing in on 30 victories heading into this weekend. But in the SEC, there are great seasons that don't ever get you near the top of the conference. Of course, every team in this league made the NCAA tournament a season ago. To get over that next hurdle, you've got to start dealing with the best of the best. That means the Tennessee Volunteers. They were in Columbia at Beckham Field just last week. South Carolina pulling off an amazing sweep. There were highlights galore, and we're going to show you some of those right now here on Gamecock Insider.
A little bit of trouble. She's put the first two Tennessee runners on base, but man, wow, what a comeback and what a clutch pitch right there.
What are you throwing here, perhaps?
I'm going with my curveball.
She's on it. Strike three. This one is wild. Here comes McGuire. Game over. Left center. Hit well. Here comes the tying and winning runs. And South Carolina, in walk-off fashion, beats Tennessee 5-4.
Hit hard, and it is over the right fielder's head. Here comes one, here comes two, and here comes three. And that's going to be driven into the gap. One run is in, and rounding third and heading for home is Mackenzie Bozel as Kristen White cleans the bases. More, and then something. That ball is drilled out the right field, cranked out of here. Sierra Duffy, her third home run of the season, a 3-run blast to put South Carolina ahead now, 13-5.
I can get that corner, but typically not a call we tend to see. I wish we'd see more of that, says the pitcher.
That's just the second strikeout of a Gamecock batter this game. In and out of the glove of the left fielder, Scarlett McSwain. And another Gamecock run is in. Second error of the ball game committed by Tennessee.
You just need to focus pitch by pitch and get this out of the last.
And that's going to be a hit for Drotar that will score a run with 2 outs. The inning continues for the Gamecocks as they are just pouring it on the Vols right now. There it is, South Carolina completes the sweep over the second-ranked Volunteers of Tennessee.
So a sweep on the second weekend of SEC play. Carolina off to a great start in the conference and, of course, ranked 8th in the nation right now. So congrats to Bev Smith and her squad. We will be keeping tabs on them here on Gamecock Insider in the weeks ahead. When we come back, we've got more on Gamecock Insider. We're going to tell you about who our Terminix Pest Player of the Week is. Might have a little something to do with that softball program, so stick with us.
We had a large storm, and our home was hit pretty bad. The next day, a friend of ours recommended Crescent Construction. They came out and replaced our entire roof, and we were very pleased with the work they did.
Call Crescent Construction's professional staff to do a detailed roof inspection at your home today. Absolutely free.
I've already referred Crescent Construction to a friend of mine.
Call Crescent Construction, South Carolina's #1 roofer and the official roofer of the Carolina Gamecocks.
Win the opportunity to be the next Farm Bureau Insurance fan on the field and witness pregame batting practice from the dugout. Winners will receive 2 game tickets, pregame field passes, and autographed merchandise from head coach Mark Kingston. Visit usccontest.com to register today. Fan on the Field is brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. Get the membership advantage.
Carolina and Clemson haven't agreed on much since 1896. It's a healthy multi-sport rivalry. And this year, every head-to-head competition is part of the certified SC-grown Palmetto Series. So while Gamecocks and Tigers each support their team, we can all support local farmers by purchasing certified SC-grown products. Just look for the certified SC-grown label where you shop and follow your team at palmettoseries.com. It's a matter of taste.
Almost there.
She's coming. My video call's lagging. Mom.
Hold up. We got a laggy video call here. You need Verizon, the best network for streaming. Try this new Samsung Galaxy S9 on Verizon Unlimited. The camera's a real game changer. Okay, people, that's a reset.
Want us to surprise her again?
Yeah, but like in a fun way, like this.
All my favorite friends are here. There's Tony and Diane.
Like that.
Switch to the best unlimited on the most awarded network and get up to $500 off the Samsung Galaxy S9.
That ball is drilled out the right field. Cranked out of here. Sierra Duffy, her third home run of the season. A 3-run blast. It puts South Carolina ahead now, 13-5.
That's your Sansbury Did You See That play as Tiara Duffy hits the home run that gives the Gamecocks a sweep of the Tennessee Volunteers. While we're speaking about Tiara, how about also our Terminix Pest Player of the Week? A .636 average for that young lady over the last 4 games, and she, of course, also earned SEC Player of the Week honor, so congratulations to Tiara Duffy. On our Palmetto Health Injury Report, we're switching gears to Gamecock baseball because, unfortunately, there's a lot to get into. Adam Hill was forced to miss a start last week against Georgia. He's got tendonitis in his throwing shoulder. Also, Madison Stokes has aggravated the hamstring injury that he suffered on opening weekend. He's going to be out for a couple weeks, it looks like. And also on top of that, TJ Hopkins has a injury to his hand after getting hit by a pitch a couple weeks ago. He's out for a few weeks also. One more, unfortunately, to tell you about. That's Noah Campbell, who just this week broke a finger in the batting cages in practice, so he's going to miss this weekend series as well, probably a few more games. A lot to get into, unfortunately, for the training staff with Gamecock baseball. Let's dive into the pool now. South Carolina sent a number of athletes to the national championships in Columbus, Ohio this past week. We've got a recap of their performances as the Gamecocks seek out All-American status.
Dog in this fight, Mahmoud would be one that you would cheer for, a native of Cairo, Egypt.
got a great group of young men. I can't tell you how proud I am of them. The work that they put in. If you see these guys on a daily basis, and their schedule is ridiculous, but the work that they put in and the dedication that they have to their sport and the loyalty that they have to their teammates, it's a really cool thing to see. So as proud as I am of them as athletes, I'm even more proud of them as men.
So it's 5 All-American performances for South Carolina swimming and diving at the national championship, including diver Julia Vincent with a second-place finish on the 5-meter. As we come back with more of Gamecock Insider, we're going to turn our attention to the dime and talk some Gamecock baseball, so stay with us.
Hey Gamecock fans, Buy Low is your ticket to the game. Spend $40 with your Buy Low rewards card with plenty at a participating store, and you're eligible for 2 free tickets to a baseball or softball game. The first 600 customers to redeem their receipt online using the promo code found on the receipt will receive tickets. For more details, visit buy-low.com/ticket to the game. Buy Low, the premier grocery partner of the Gamecocks.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
It's the one and only Ford Truck Month, the place to find one-of-a-kind deals on Ford F-Series, including Motor Trend's Truck of the Year F-150. With best-in-class towing and torque, these bad boys make the rules and break them. That's why it's America's best-selling truck 41 years straight. But like ribs at a barbecue, these deals won't last long. Ford Truck Month. It's buy now time, partner.
Now during Ford Truck Month, get a 2018 F-150 with $11,000 total savings. Only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
This is it. This is the moment when legacies are made, and good becomes glorious. But legacies aren't just granted on game day. You can make them anytime. Will it be today or someday? The glory lies in your choice. This is the moment. What will your legacy be? You build legacies. We protect them.
Hey, Bob.
Frank, how do you get people to watch for the warning signs of heart disease?
Yeah, heart disease is the #1 killer in the state of South Carolina. You need to go get checked so you know your numbers, then you can lower your risk.
Coach, but how do you get people on board?
This is a team game. We need to do better, and we will. So go get your blood pressure checked. You too, Bob.
Coach.
Good hard work has earned Caden Briggs the title of Colonial Life Academic Athlete of the Week. A member of the track and field team, Briggs is a freshman broadcast journalism major with a 4.0 GPA. This week's Academic Athlete is brought to you by Colonial Life. Colonial Life, the benefits of good hard work.
Welcome back to Gamecock Insider, everybody. I'm Derek Scott. The South Carolina baseball team's had a rough stretch of late. A lot of it has to do with the injuries we told you about in our last segment. But whenever you're struggling a bit, you lean on your veterans. And certainly as South Carolina returned to the home diamond earlier this week against Davidson, it was seniors who stepped to the forefront.
Many of Easters spent at the ballpark. Jonah Bride rips that one. Finally getting a good pitch to handle. And that's just a great at-bat there by Jonah Bride.
Into center field, and that will fall in front of Andrew Bourne for a base hit for Justin Rowe. And South Carolina with a runner in scoring position. Jonah Bride moving down to second. Runners on first and second with nobody out here for the Gamecocks. And
this stats, runners on, they're hitting around 270. So key here is obviously Cullen.
That will get away from the first baseman. And rounding third and stopping there is Justin Rowe. And a good stop there by Ward Coleman to keep that ball in front of him. Otherwise, Rowe could have taken off and headed for home, but he's there at third. Only play is to first, and Riley Hogan will bring home Justin Rowe. The Gamecocks put a run on the board to take a 1-0 lead here in the second. Off and running, hit and run, and is pulled off beautifully by Justin Rowe. Rounding second, heading for third. It gets past the left fielder, and L.T. Tolbert will score. It's 2-0 South Carolina. Perfect hit and run handled by the Californian Justin Rowe. What an at-bat. He ran the count full, fouled off a couple of pitches either direction that could have been bases, extra bases. And Mark Kingston puts on the hit and run, and L.T. Tolbert comes around to score as that ball squirted away from the left fielder, and Justin Rowe in with an RBI double. 2-2, called strike three, as LeBec is punched out by home plate umpire Tyler Simpson, and that's 6 strikeouts now for Logan Chapman. 2-2 to second. A run is in, and a good scoop over at first by Chris Cullen to get the out there, but Davidson with a runner home as Andrew Bourne, who led off the inning with a walk, comes in to score. That is drilled into right, and Jacob Olson unable to make the diving catch, and we are tied at 2. He's from Florida. Glasses coming. Reminds you of Jose Mata. This ball is tattooed out to left and over the wall. A home run, a solo shot for Hunter Taylor, his 5th of the year, to put Carolina back on top as they reclaim the lead over Davidson 3-2. As Hunter Taylor just whips around on that pitch and tomahawks it out of here. 5 home runs now on the season. Justin Rowe, the senior second baseman, is going to drill that ball way out to left field. It is out of here. Justin Rowe making the most of his start, his 3rd dinger of the season. It's a 2-run blast, and South Carolina getting some insurance here in the 6th to take a 3-run lead. Here's the 1-1. Right back to Demurius. Rowe will not have a chance, and a run is in. And runners in the corners here with a 1 out for Davidson. It's 5-3 Carolina now.
Down the line. And we'll see a play at the plate here.
Hit hard into center. Danny Blair can't grab it. And another run is in, and 2 on for Davidson with 1 out. And they're just 1 run back now. Chance for 2 to end the ball game. Rowe to short. Tolbert to first. And the Gamecocks survive as they take a 1-run win over a very scrappy Davidson team. The Wildcats rally, fall short, and Carolina snaps the 5-game losing skid to take the win 5-4 over Davidson.
Gamecocks are back at home this weekend battling with the University of Tennessee. Now this from My Carolina.
We had a large storm, and our home was hit pretty bad. The next day, a friend of ours recommended Crescent Construction. They came out and replaced our entire roof, and we were very pleased with the work they did.
Call Crescent Construction's professional staff to do a detailed roof inspection at your home today. Absolutely free.
I've already referred Crescent Construction to a friend of mine.
Call Crescent Construction, South Carolina's #1 roofer and the official roofer of the Carolina Gamecocks.
Win the opportunity to be the next Farm Bureau Insurance fan on the field and witness pregame batting practice from the dugout. Winners will receive 2 game tickets, pregame field passes, and autographed merchandise from head coach Mark Kingston. Visit usccontest.com to register today. Fan on the Field is brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. Get the membership advantage.
Carolina and Clemson haven't agreed on much since 1896. It's a healthy multi-sport rivalry. And this year, every head-to-head competition is part of the certified SC-grown Palmetto Series. So while Gamecocks and Tigers each support their team, we can all support local farmers by purchasing certified SC-grown products. Just look for the certified SC-grown label where you shop and follow your team at palmettoseries.com. It's a matter of taste.
Almost there.
She's coming. My video call's lagging. Mom.
Hold up. We got a laggy video call here. You need Verizon, the best network for streaming. Try this new Samsung Galaxy S9 on Verizon Unlimited. The camera's a real game changer. Okay, people, that's a reset. Want us to surprise her again? Yeah, but like in a fun way, like this.
All my favorite friends are here. There's Tony and Diane.
Like that.
Switch to the best unlimited on the most awarded network and get up to $500 off the Samsung Galaxy S9.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Crescent Construction, the official roofer of the Gamecocks, and by Wild Wing Cafe. We've got just the thing to make you wild. Gamecock Insider is a production of Gamecock IMG Sports Marketing.
South Carolina. My home, my heart, my happy place. We grew up together. We watched as Coach Staley changed this program. She brought us all here, and she changed us too. I played alongside great people. I was coached by great people. I became a champion. It goes by fast. But graduation is not the end. Every time I step on the court, before they even say my name, they will say, South Carolina. And every time they say it, know that what I do is for my family, for my school, for my hometown, for South Carolina.
One final look at the great career of A'ja Wilson. Greatest of all time, Gamecock women's basketball history, and more awards just keep rolling in. Just this week, named a finalist for the prestigious Wooden Award. When we join you next week on Gamecock Insider, we'll talk women's tennis. Kevin Epley will join us for a sit-down interview. He's the coach of the squad, having maybe its greatest season ever. So until then, I'm Derek Scott. Thanks for joining us. This has been Gamecock Insider.